Howdy there, and welcome to Sports by Compian. My name, of course, is Stephen Compian, joined here by my brother, co-host, powerhouse, basically the guy we don't throw in necessarily. Like, so I say powerhouse, but we don't run him up the middle. He's more that elusive back so that we throw him out there in space, make him, give him some stiff arm ability. Corey Compian's in the house. What up, dude? How you doing,
Doing fantastic. Here with our other co-host Mo. He only has
Mo?
one eye because he gave his eye for wisdom. It was a bad deal. He didn't gain any wisdom, but he still has one eye.
Maybe he gave the eye so that somebody else can gain the wisdom. You never know. He could be that
Maybe.
special cat. I'll look at him over there. Proud of you, Mo. Anyway, Corey, we got MLR action. I think they wrapped up round four, three. I don't know. They're fucking flying through this shit. They're like serious about this MLR stuff. They're like, dude, we're playing rugby over here, whether you guys like it or not.
Playing rugby, no time to stop. We're gonna just do these games.
For real, Six Nations, Dunzo. It's a wrap. The Irish won it all. We'll hop into some coverage on that, and of course some NFL signings that we want to talk about.
Question: Did the
Yeah.
Irish win this past weekend on St. Patrick's Day?
They did. It was quite amusing.
That's
It's,
awesome, and I'm extra happy for them, knowing that it
yeah.
happened for them on St. Patrick's Day.
I mean, but that could like kind of be everything. It's always. I think it's always kind of
It
lined up.
always ends on St. Patrick's Day,
I
and they
think
win more often than
so.
not.
I could be wrong, but they have won the last 2 years. I don't know about more often than not, but oh, dude, it was so disappointing. We'll get to it, but yeah, the Scottish just couldn't get it done anywhere. So we'll start off with this anthem: Raleigh, North Carolina, losing to the Jackals. There was a couple moments here where Anthem scored some tries, Corey, but mostly the score does say the story of this game. The Jackals looked really good. They absolutely put this new team to bed. Of the new team, Anthem is definitely what looks the worst. I would say. I could be wrong, but they've been getting run over a little bit more than other new teams who we'll get into some of their teams as well. But either way, tough game for the Anthem. Dallas Jackals really put it on them, show who they are a mid-tier team now.
They're like, we were worst last time. Now you guys got to be the worst.
Definitely, they're definitely putting them
Using
down
them as
to
a little
the
step
bottom.
stool to get up.
Speaking of fighting for the bottom, San Diego Legion get a win over LA, but Corey, LA has nothing to be worried about. That shouldn't be ashamed of here, man. They really put up quite a fight. All their tries just look so pretty. Like they got one out to their sixth man out on the wing, and he just ran over some kids and made this try happen. And it's just like all their tries are so pretty, dude. They look so crisp. They just flow around. They support each other well. They just fell to an ultimately better Legion team. And, this Legion team doesn't miss their opportunities when they get down towards the try zone. They make sure they cash in. They'll put down those penalty kicks. They'll do what they got to do to scrape out a win, but they cannot be feeling great about their starts this year. Then again, LA has also been strong in all their games. Not quite with a win yet, but it's coming, Corey. They've been playing better than Anthem, is what I've been saying. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Utah Warriors fall to the Seattle Seawolves. Now, Seattle Seawolves are still undefeated, Corey. Undefeated. They have not lost yet. How does this make you feel? Are you worried about the Seawolves just doing what they always do and cruising to another Western final?
I feel good for them. I'm happy and content with this information.
All right. Well, Utah Warriors put up a fight, but they couldn't quite get it done. I think the Seattle Seawolves, the fly half, has like just so many fucking kicks at this point. Like he just is nailing every single penalty kick that they give him, and he's just like, "What penalty kick? Oh, boom! The penalty kick, boom!" Like I am curious about their penalty kicks to try ratio. I bet they definitely have like maybe double the amount of kicks. Anyway,
So wait, if a penalty happens, is it like basketball where whoever gets penalized has to take the shot, or can they like put their guy in there to do the kick?
Oh yeah, you can put whoever you want.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's kind of like so you get close to their try zone, and you get a penalty in your favor. You can either, all right, let's just do a scrum or whatever, and we'll retain possession, keep on trying to score, or let's try to kick it. And a lot of people take the points, and as you can see, it works out well for the CLC Wolves, who are now 4-0 with a boatload of kicks. Houston SaberCats get it done against Miami Sharks and get another new team in core. This is another one that I would say is definitely playing better than Anthem. There was a lot of points where Miami was looking really good in this game. Houston gets a late try to get the bonus point for them. But other than that, they were up by like 1 point in this game. It was super close with Miami all game. Miami with tons of Uruguayan internationals on that team. They continue to play well, not quite getting the job done as they continue to gel together. Makes sense. I'll be curious what it's going to be like whenever those three teams start to play each other, which will probably be sooner than later.
So if they have Uruguayans, it's not like they got rookies figuring their life out. They got veterans coming in. Are the veterans
you're still gelling together against teams like the SaberCats who, have been playoff bound, have won a lot of games in MLR now.
So
it's kind of like
this isn't really like football where they just like plug and play. Like you're traded over here, you're an athlete, so you're going to do your job over there.
So obviously these guys are pretty good at doing that, yeah. But it is also kind of, you still learn some tendencies of the guy. You know how kind of he operates.
You learn that system.
Rugby is very dependent on your teammates for sure. Maybe more so than football even. So you got to kind of know a little bit more about the guy. It doesn't hurt to, at least. Could definitely give you some advantages. I don't know. Could be overstated, but either way, these are teams that have been playing together for a while and know how to win. So Houston SaberCats pull off the win again. They're also looking good over there in the West. Feels like the West always has all the best teams. The East is just kind of over here punching each other in the face. Speaking of which, two teams that just tied it up, Chicago and Old DC, Old Glory. To be honest, Corey, as a Hounds fan, I'm not mad at this. Would I prefer the win? Yes. I would have preferred if the Hounds would have won. But we'll take a draw, honestly, against a frisky Old Glory team that just got a win against the Free Jackets the previous week. So, not to be that guy, but I'm happy with this. We now go to, what is that, 1-1-1 for the season or some crazy shit? Or like 1-2-1? I don't know.
How do you get a tie? They don't have extra points or like extra time, overtime?
I guess if it was the playoffs, maybe. But since it's the regular season, they just let it go to a tie. So the Hounds had a couple different interesting things. So I think McLean Jones ended up back at 7. I'm not sure if it's because they just benched the other guy they had, or if it's because he was injured. Regardless, McLean Jones picks up a kick, gets absolutely drilled by the 10, but gets it off for a beautiful Hounds try. So that was cool to see for him to get back in there. But Old Glory does their thing, continues to get some more tries, kind of kept in there, and it, ended up in a tie as we see. So Hounds need to start like breaking out, dude. Like they don't have like that really dominant, scary players on offense right now. You kind of see it from a lot of these Legion player teams and like teams like Free Jackets. Like they got their guys, like that 15 out there for the Free Jackets. It's just scary. And honestly, for LA, like their 6 and their wings have been ultra dangerous with like kicking kicks out in the air. That's what Old Glory actually got a nice try by like a nice kick out to their wing that just completely overwhelmed the Chicago wing. Either way, and then a tie, like I said, I will take it. Free Jackets pull off a victory against NOLA Gold, hand them their first loss of the year. It was good for the Free Jackets to get back in the win column. They had to fight back in this game, man. They were down at various points, had to continue to battle against a frisky NOLA Gold team that ultimately falls a little bit short. Mo, can you believe this? They fell short, NOLA. They couldn't get it done, Mo. It's real sad. Mo's tragic. He's real beat up about it, and so are we. Are you beat up about it, Corey?
Not as beat up as Mo, but I'm pretty upset.
Either way, not too surprising to see the Free Jackets get back in the win column here. Like I said, they're 10, they're 15. They do have a pretty nasty wing, and I believe, they do. Either way, these are guys who are dangerous when they got the ball in their hands, and they can make magic happen. And it shows up against NOLA. They hand them their first loss of the year. That concludes our coverage of fucking MLR week 4, 3. One of these two, Corey. Oh, week 3. Week 3, baby. All right, we're going into week 4, and guess what? I plan on being at that game in person, getting the best Hounds coverage you guys could possibly ask for. Shorts to come.
Dude, you should just be like, hey, I'll be, by the porta potties. Come by and I'll like sign a shirt or give you a blowjob. Either one. Because I know you want to give random fans blowjobs, Steven. Just tell them to come to the Hounds game.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, but you guys definitely should come out to the Hounds game. Get excited. We're going to host somebody, dude. We're hosting somebody. Who the fuck are we hosting? Let's see here. We're hosting the Free Jackets. Oh, fuck.
Oh, damn. Tough stuff, bro.
Well, at least we get to see that explosive offense I was just talking about in person. There you go.
It's going to be a lot of points scored.
Anyway, Italy wins against Wales, dude. What the hell even is Six Nations anymore? Wales, our very own William Durley was correct. Wales takes the wooden spoon. Just a rough year for them. Shout out Italy, man. Fucking 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. That's crazy, Corey.
It's keeping it even, bro.
Dude.
Keeping it even AF.
They had a hell of a year. Just, I mean, everyone should go. People are gonna go crazy about this, and that's rightfully so. Big year for Italy. I think they got a lot of young guys too. So, good
dude,
to see.
It might just be the year of the underdogs. Like the Lions are kicking ass, Italy's kicking ass. Just all these downtrodden teams are rising up. You love to see it.
They are rising up, not quite taking the crown, as we see with Ireland getting the win over Scotland and ultimately winning this Grand Slam for back-to-back years, mind you, Corey. So Ireland with another crown in the Six Nations.
On St. Patty's Day, no less.
My Scottish team knew the way they ended this game and the way this game went is probably reminiscent of how the whole tournament kind of was. Like they were right there. Could have won this tournament. Couple bounces, a couple things go our way. We beat France. We don't fucking lose to Italy. Like Christ, we were in positions to win this tournament in so many chances. It's just ridiculous. But either way, Ireland pulls ahead. With a couple tries. They were definitely the better team. One of the tries they had though was pretty ridiculous. That first one, just like off the line out. Scottish guy mishandled it or passed it and just got intercepted regardless by Sheehan. Beautiful play by him. Picks it off, takes it right in for a beautiful try to put Ireland ahead, and they kind of never looked back after that point. Scotland couldn't catch him. They get a late try to kind of bring it closer, but Ireland was well in control of this game, Corey, and it was sad. Were you sad? I was sad.
I don't remember who I picked to win this, so I don't know if I should be celebrating or sad, but I feel like it was either Ireland or Scotland. And I think
I might have sold you on Scotland.
I think I was trying to pick an underdog, so I think I may have picked Scotland, to be honest.
Yeah, so we're both sad then. Told you.
All right, real hashtag sad. Mo, strong opinions?
Mo?
No strong opinions out of Mo.
Okay, all right. Well,
we
let us know.
We checked.
Let us know, and we'll get to the gem of the weekend, which was France versus England. This was a hell of a match, Cor. A real slugfest, as they say. Okay, a little back and forth. Your boy was off serving a bunch of dinner right while this game was happening, but I did see extensive highlights. French just score with normal French flair, especially that they scored. They had like an 80-meter try with Doku just breaking through the line and finds his boy out in space.
80-meter?
Well, it's like 80 yards, basically.
A meter's a lot more than a fucking yard.
Well, it was about an 80-meter. I mean, it was they were well backed up into their own try zone, like by their own area.
Crazy big fields. All right, I'm here for it.
Well, it's 100 yards or 100 meters, I believe.
I think 100 meters is a lot. 100 meters is like a city block.
I'm gonna have to send you an email later. We'll go over it. I'll send you an email later and we'll go over it in detail. But dude, the English had this. They got a late penalty to pull ahead by a little bit, and it's like, oh my God, they're gonna pull this off, and then no, France gets the ball, get a penalty in English territory, and then we talked about ice in the veins when you're going up to kick, dude. Thomas Ramos just fucking put it through, takes the victory from the English heart, and man, he did the same thing against Scotland. Just was nailing every single one of his kicks, and like he's just an absolute beast when it comes to kicking these balls. Turns out, and get a much needed victory for France. I think they might have taken second in a pretty downtrodden year without Dupont. Like it's all pretty impressive, Corey. I mean, I'm not happy about it, as you can see from my tone of voice, but you got to recognize that they did. Yeah, they took second. That's just crazy. But anyway, at least Scotland stayed ahead of fucking. Scotland stayed ahead of Italy by the skin of their teeth by like 1 fucking point. But regardless, at least they're not in fifth.
I think it's hilarious how it's like. So Ireland's like, God damn, these guys like go with speed. That sounds real scary. England's like, how the fuck do we end up in third? What's going on, guys? Everyone else is just kind of like, I don't know, man. We're just out here doing shit.
But shout out Italy, end up in fifth. Tough year for Wales, but they got a lot of young players. I'm sure they'll bounce back. Are you going to miss Six Nations till next year, Corey?
I googled it, and a meter is actually only slightly larger than a yard. So yeah, it is about the same.
All right, good. You had us all worried.
You know what? I really will miss UK and friends. It's fun to hear about UK and his 2 friends and the many things they get up to. I'm gonna try to remember what the fuck is going on this year, so that next year I can give better input. I still will not watch any of the games, but I will try to retain some of this information.
And maybe you'll happen to be somewhat near me when this is happening next year, and we'll watch it together, Corey. It could happen.
I'll watch it. I'll ask all kinds of questions. You'll have very few answers. Yeah. It'll be great.
It's gonna be so good. But what I'll say about the tournament is I always appreciate it because it's some of the first rugby of the year. It always draws my club together, the Rockford Ravens. We always try to meet up and watch these games together, and that's always nice. I always like watching games with the team, with the people, with the squad. So that's always fun.
Boys.
And it's so I'll say that every year it's always a good time meeting up with everyone, and it is some kind of the first good rugby of the year. And dude, these 6 teams are usually always pretty good, and they're saying Italy, oh, maybe Italy should be out of there. Not this year, motherfuckers. Not this year. Anyway, Cora, it's time to talk some NFL free agency. Now, Justin Fields is out there getting traded around for a 6th-round pick. Conditional could go up to a whole 4th-round pick. All right, dude, why wasn't everybody hopping on this? Like, that's crazy. For Justin Fields, I wish the Bucs would have looked into him. Like, damn, we'll keep him on our bench for that shit. Like, damn, dude.
So That's Good Sports apparently did a whole video on why the Justin Fields trade market went away. I looked at it at least 3 times and did not have the time available to click on it any of those 3 times. So I don't have the information as to why, but I'm assuming it's a very good video and someone should go watch it.
Shout out to Good Sports. Anyway,
Good Sports, bro.
I thought you were going to bring that up because you had watched it and had input.
Nope, I almost did, though. I almost watched
just like plug for our boy over there at Good Sports.
He has a great channel. I watched several of his other videos since.
Anyway, he really does have a great channel. I fully agree. I love watching his stuff. Anyway, Patrick Queen, Corey, has signed with the Steelers as well. They've signed everybody.
Dude,
now, they didn't sign everybody. You know who signed everybody? Was the
I think they got Brandon Ayuk recently. Can you confirm that? Can you go back down? Did they get Brandon Ayuk?
Brandon, did you sign with them, Brandon? NFL.com hasn't confirmed it if they have.
Maybe they were just saying that. I know there was a thing where like him and Mike Tomlin, they're saying they looked the same. So I thought that was the trade, but maybe it was just a meme.
You're a goof. Look at all these fucking signings by the Dolphins, dude. They really did go after everyone. They're like, guys, we want to replenish the whole D-line. Like, that's a lot of D-linemen signed. They even signed our boy Shaq Barrett, or ex-Buccaneer, over there, and we wish him all the best. All the best. I love Shaq. I really do hope he kicks some ass. And yeah, the fucking Patriots really went in all in too. KJ Osborne over there, Jalen Rieger, sorry, Hunter Henry's back over there again. Austin Hooper. They're loaded up. The Jets have at least a decent backup. Oh wow, Mike Williams signed with them. That's new. I didn't know that. Mike Williams signs with the Jets. So
Tyron Smith is over there with the Jets. I don't love that.
yeah, I heard about that one too. So they're loading up as well. Tyron Smith over there to defend Aaron Rodgers. They also traded for Morgan Moses. I wonder what that means for Mekhi Becton if he's just going to be benched. For former first round pick. Gotta say Tristan Wirth been the best in that draft class. Cause damn, dude, I remember that was a draft class with Anthony Thomas. Maybe it was Logan Thomas. Either way, no. Something Thomas. Either way, Andrew Thomas, the guy from that ended up with the Giants, and then the Mekhi Becton, who ended up here with the Jets, and then it was and then we ended up with Tristan Wirth, and I was like, dude, it's great. I was like, oh man, those other ones were really good, but I hadn't done a lot of research on this guy, but I knew he was good. I don't know, he might have been the best. Might have been the best, Corey.
Dude, 3 tight ends for the Bengals. How about that? Or I guess they've re-signed 2 of their tight ends and then bring in Mike Gesicki.
Sweet. That's a real nice signing for the Bengals. I think that's gonna be a real nice fantasy option next year. Mike Gesicki with Joe Burrow throwing the ball. You like.
There's apparently 2 Browns there now. I don't know if they're brothers or they're both just, last name Brown, but they're 2 really big boys guarding Joe Burrow. They already had one and they acquired a new one.
Well, that's good. Keep the poor guy alive.
Keep Burrow alive, man. I like watching the guy play.
Dante Foreman with the Cleveland is gonna be good. It's gonna be a question of whether or not Mr. Chubb can stay healthy or not. Jared Judy over there too. And then yeah, I feel like the Steelers didn't sign like everybody, but they signed some pretty big names.
They just got big names, yeah.
And they got some good ones. So the same thing to be said about the Houston Texans. They really went to town, signed like all the cornerbacks in the world. They're like, hey guys, everyone come here and play corner.
Everybody show up. Cover somebody.
We're just gonna put like 10 corners out there at a time.
We're not drafting any corners. We're going to sign everybody available and make everybody else have to draft them.
Apparently. And then, yeah. So Colts got Joe Flacco, Mr. Elite himself.
So when Joe Flacco got signed, I saw a little snippet of, or no, it was whenever Kirk Cousins went to Atlanta. What's his name? Big ridiculous hat guy that was with Carolina forever. Cam Newton was like, man, I'm looking at all these guys getting signed, and like I see him get signed to Atlanta. I'm like, damn, like I'm in Atlanta. Why did they sign me? It's like, well, Cam, I think you gotta just retire, bro. I don't know.
Dude, poor Cam. It's rough how that dude's career just fucking boom. Like I was never like a huge fan, but like you still hate to see that.
Dude, it's those athletic quarterbacks that like once that athleticism slips a little bit, and it's just tougher for them.
Yeah.
That's what we're seeing with Russ now.
Could be. Well, he has 1 more year to prove it, I think, and then it's going to really start being hard for him to find a contract. Jacksonville. They acquire Mac Jones, another like 6th-round pick. So that's why everyone started to call this one of the worst draft classes of all time. It's yet to be seen, okay? Trevor Lawrence is still holding it down. Who knows? Justin Fields might still find the field. And I don't think he's as bad as everyone says.
Dude, there's only like footage of like 3 Trey Lance games. I mean, the fact that he keeps getting shipped out of town probably doesn't bode too well for him. But also, it's not like we're going to bench Dak to put him in,
Exactly. So what's he supposed to do?
Right.
Maybe if he worshipped Odin more often, he would be fine. And that's what a lot of you guys should consider, is how often are you worshiping Odin? And while you consider that, we're out of here as well. Corey, do you have any final words for these fine people at Sports Right Compian? Something you want to tell them?
Don't be afraid to take naps. Don't just
Yeah.
like go through your day being tired because you're like, oh, maybe I won't be able to sleep tonight. That's what cowards say.
Cowards.
Take a nap and then maybe have a rough night. I don't fucking care, but take a nap, bro.
Dude.
Don't struggle through your day being all miserable and then you're just gonna hate your life because you're always tired. Because you're not gonna be able to sleep tonight anyways. And then tomorrow you're gonna be tired because you didn't fucking sleep and you're gonna be tired all day and you're like, I'm not gonna take a nap, and then you're just always gonna be tired. So just take the nap. Have at least a couple hours of being well rested.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? Being asleep, one of the best things. Being awake, kind of overrated. And we have to be awake a lot more often than we're asleep. So, yeah, don't be afraid to take naps.
Passion
All right,
about naps.
we're out of here.